What is up, wrestling fans? This is Kayfabe Chronicles, and I am your host, JP. Well, the news broke today. Not the best news going out there, but yet again, another one of my childhood uh, inspirations in regards to the world of wrestling. Another one of my childhood inspirations in regards to broadcasting, just overall voiceover work. The legendary Mean Gene Okerlund passed away. So, like, I know I don't look it, but I am in my mid 30s, so I've been watching wrestling uh, since the early 80s. So, Mean Gene was, of course, the voice of my generation of wrestling growing up. Uh, you know, it, it's uh, it's kind of weird, like how I can explain just like how much I enjoyed listening to this guy. The thing I think the most that I liked the most about him was the fact that he was always able to keep his cool no matter what the circumstances, most of the time. Like most of the time. Like he was just always classic for just being kind of like the straight guy in regards to like doing interviews. Like there'd be two guys like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna rip your head off, and he would just be like, all right, all right, like in between the two, and like he never ever chose sides. He never ever like was biased towards anybody. And I miss those old interviews where he would have like the face and the heel to the left or right of him, and he would just go back and forth. Like they don't do that stuff anymore. But like I said, he was always able to keep his cool. Like I said, one time that comes to my mind, a lot of people's mind is, I'm not racist. I have no tolerance for racism. I love every person equally. Uh, but like when Booker T called Hulk Hogan the N word, and Mean Gene didn't even bat an eye, he was like, "Okay, and what are your thoughts about that, Stevie Ray?" And just like I laughed my ass off so much when that happened, and like I shouldn't because it's horrible that that word got used, but oh Jesus. Uh, but then there was a time when SummerSlam, when Mean Gene was interviewing Ravishing Rick Rude, and the SummerSlam sign fell down, and he's like, "What the?" Like just dropped the f bomb completely on live television, like just and just continued on with the interview in only Mean Gene fashion. Uh, the thing is, the thing I loved most about him is that he could take just a horrible wrestler on the microphone, like a guy with no promo skills, no mic skills, and he'd make him sound like $1,000,000 because he knew what to say, how to react to them, and how to get them to converse what they were feeling so it would still sound natural between the two. Like his ability to create repartee between anybody is unmatched. Like I said, he could narrate like just a casual day of him waking up and making breakfast, and it would have been like, yeah, tell me more about that breakfast. Like it would have been just an absolute amazing thing, and like he inspired me a lot in regards to doing that kind of thing. Like I actually wanted to become a broadcaster for a little bit. I wanted to become a radio disc jockey, a voiceover artist, something like that. You know what? I did go to school for it for a little bit. Unfortunately, it never really took off or pursued or anything, but maybe there's still that hope. Maybe this has kind of inspired me to once again possibly pursue that dream. Who knows? But like I owe a lot to me Gene in regards to that. Like he made me see the beauty that was commentating. He made me see the beauty that was interviewing, and I just loved everything about it. Like I said, the fact that he was able to inspire me so much wrestling wise without ever even stepping in the ring speaks ages. Like yeah, okay, he did have a couple little minor, like a tuxedo match every, a couple little minor things, but he's not remembered for doing body slams or throwing people through tables. He's remembered for being the middleman in between guys wanting to rip each other's throats out and making it sound believable. Um, as you guys know, like my toy room, like like in regards to the wrestling figures, I really only collect the wrestlers that I have, you know, uh, huge, inspiration for. And there you go. Just right here. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, right there. Definitely a rough day in regards to the world of wrestling for sure. But that's life. Life. It's kind of interesting. Like you start, you do what you can do while you're here, and you leave. But while you're doing this, the goal is to leave a mark, is to make people remember you when you're gone, to leave that footstep, to leave that inspiration so that people can continue on the legacy that you started. And Mean Gene definitely did that. Like, there's never been a better mic man, in my opinion. Like, there's been a lot of good interviewers out there. There's been a lot of great commentators and stuff like that. But just Mean Gene, something special about him. Something made it work with him. Like I said, it didn't matter who he interviewed. It didn't matter what the circumstances was. When he spoke, you listened and you believed everything that he said. Other little tidbit that you guys probably know about him is that he was the guy that sang the national anthem during the very first WrestleMania. It's not the best performance, but he damn tried. But yeah, definitely a rough day in the world of wrestling for sure. Huge inspiration for me. Huge inspiration for a lot of broadcasters out there. So yeah, there's not much else I can really say about him. Just he was the best. Not many people can pick up a microphone and did what he did. Hands down, the best. Not even gonna say it. But yeah, rough day for sure. So Mean Gene, thank you to everything that you did. I know you're up there right now conducting some weird, crazy interviews with Macho Man, and I'm expecting to get like some cool spiritual feed tonight. That would mean a lot to me. But yes, thank you so much for being a huge inspiration to me and making me want to pursue that as a lifestyle. And perhaps one day it might happen. We'll see. We'll see if this YouTube thing takes off. But yes, thank you so much, Mean Gene. From the bottom of my heart, rest in peace, and I'll see you guys next time.